I love Doris Day, and I think Caprice is one of her oldest films that I've seen. This was released in 1967, it's directed by Frank Tashlin, with a screenplay by John Cohen, and stars, of course, Doris Day alongside Richard Harris. And I didn't really know what to expect from this. The poster gave nothing away. I didn't look into it on IMDb before I started watching it, and certainly it takes a good 15-20 minutes to kind of work out what on earth's going on. It's quite bizarre. And once things get going, it takes a really interesting twist with a pretty interesting narrative, because it's dealing with a subject that I personally feel is quite flippant, but it does it really creatively. So it says from IMDb that an industrial designer causes chaos when she sells a secret cosmetics formula to a rival company. So in the first kind of 15 minutes or so, we see her about to sell this secret formula. But then she gets almost arrested and has to go back to America because she's in Paris at the time, and she goes back to America and suddenly seemingly joins forces with another cosmetics scientist, and is kind of back up to her old tricks again. And Patricia as a character, played by Doris Day, is brilliant. First of all, costumes amazing. I'll see if I can get the costume designer's name in a moment, but I thought the costume was absolutely fantastic. Patricia as a character is really interesting because she's quite a strong-headed, feisty female, and while they're more common nowadays, they weren't that common in the 60s. They existed, of course they did. Doris Day has played many of them. But the fact that she's the one doing the swindling and trying to sell these secrets for a lot of cash, I just thought was great. I don't condone it, but as a character, I thought she worked really well. We get to see her softer sides. She's not just completely behind a wall. We really get to know her as a person. There's some dramatic irony going on where we know things that are going on in the background, with her being tested and manipulated to give out some secrets for other formulas. She's hypnotized. Well, she's not hypnotized, she's euthanized. I'm not sure exactly what she was injected with, but she's being tricked a lot, and it's not always clear whether or not she's aware of what's going on and is playing along, or if she has no idea. And I will be honest, the direction that this took, I couldn't have guessed. I feel like it's very unpredictable, and that works because it's quite a high-paced film. There's a lot going on. There's obviously a lot at stake, with people trying to steal these secrets to face creams and a water-repellent hairspray, which I thought was a fabulous idea. And on the one hand, it does seem quite flippant, and Patricia actually comments on that, about how there's all this high-tech security to guard these secrets for something as simple as a face cream. But obviously it's a massive industry in terms of money and revenue and profit, and while it does seem ludicrous that they'd go this much security to protect these secrets, there's a lot of money to be had from this. So it is flippant, but it's also very fascinating and interesting. There's some interesting technology in this as well, for some of the ways in which they protect things with code deciphers and things. It's quite interesting. Doris Day's performance is brilliant. There's a moment where this is just a side note, she's in the cinema watching something, and we don't see the film, but we hear a song from the film, and it's actually, as far as I can tell, her singing. I really like that. I will quickly get the costume designer's name. From what I can see, it didn't win any awards, but honestly, the costumes are incredible, particularly what Day is wearing in the opening. She looks just amazing. Is it one of my favourite Day films? Probably not one of my favourites, but certainly I enjoyed it and I was pleased to watch it. Ray Agayan, I probably pronounced that incorrectly, but he did the costumes. It's a fun film, very high-intensity, action-packed film. I really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it. If you're interested in Doris Day's work, definitely one to watch. Her performance is great. Patricia as a character is really interesting. Nope, I have absolutely no complaints about this. I would thoroughly recommend it.